Hey parents, let's talk about homework because I hear from a lot of you that homework battles are one of your least favorite things about school. And hey, I completely agree with you. Even as a former teacher, I do not think that kids should be going home after a full day at school and a full day of activities to be expected to do more work. However, I don't get to design what is happening in classrooms across the country and around the world. So I want to help you navigate homework with your family. First thing to keep in mind is body budgets. When your kids get home from school, it is very likely they are fried. They are tired, they are hungry, they have been focusing all day, they've been nice to people they didn't want to be nice to. They may have had after-school activities, they may have had a lesson or tutoring or a sport, something else that was going on, and they need time to decompress. So before you even suggest homework happening, take a look at those body budgets. Also, encourage your kids to start to learn about their own body budgets so that as they get older, they can start to learn what they need in order to focus. That might look like your 8-year-old or 10-year-old coming home from school, needing time to have a snack and run around in the backyard and wrestle with the dog before they even consider getting into homework. Or you might have a kid for whom coming home and staying in that kind of work mode and sitting down and doing that homework right away is actually better for them. If you've got a kid who's neurodivergent, a kid who has ADHD, they might need a little extra help firing up that dopamine. So they might need kind of the reward of something happening beforehand. Like, hey, let's spend some time together doing something fun before you sit down to do that homework, instead of after you do your homework, we'll do something fun, because that doesn't work for every kid. Now, if your kid is resisting their homework, I very much look at this through Dr. Ross Green, collaborative and proactive solutions. Behavior is communication. If your child is really resisting homework, there could be any number of factors going on. Number one, the work might be too hard. They might not have understood the lesson. They might need additional support from the school. So depending on your child's age and developmental stage, this is something where you might need to reach out to the teacher on their behalf if they're little, or as they get older, encourage them to talk to the teacher about having an extra lesson, or going in and saying to the teacher, I sat down and I tried this homework. These are the things I don't understand. I need your help. And they need to know that you as the parent are going to back them up on that, especially if they have a teacher who says, you didn't do your homework, therefore, you're getting whatever the consequences, even if the reason was that they didn't understand. Another thing might be your child is bored with it. They understood it all. They know how to do it, and it's just busy work for them. In which case you need to problem solve with your child, how they're going to talk to the teacher about that. Are they going to quickly whip through the homework just so that it's done, tick the box and move on? Or are they not going to do it because it's just a waste of their time and their body budgets and their development need them to be doing something else that's more interesting instead? It might be that focus is really hard. It might be that their fine motor skills are not developed enough. It might be that they're struggling with something emotional that happened at school that day and they can't get their head in the game. There are a million reasons why a kid might buck their homework. What you can do as a parent is really help figure out what is going on beneath the surface and help them problem solve it. And especially as your kids get older, your middle schoolers, your high schoolers, they are getting closer to needing to be successful in the real world. So this is where you say things like, what's your plan? Or you say things like, I know this is really hard for you, and I trust that you can handle this. I will be here if you need help. You do what you can, and then come and get me when you need me. There are lots of ways to tackle this. I can tell you though, one of the ways that absolutely doesn't work is yelling or punishing or threatening. No iPad time until you finish your homework. I'm going to take away your phone if you don't get your homework done. You're not going to be able to go out with your friends on Friday if you don't get your homework done. Humans over the long term do not grow and develop well under threat of punishment. It might work in the very short term, but it damages your relationship with them, and it takes away opportunities for them to learn about who they are and what they need in order to be successful and advocate for themselves. So If you would like support with those homework battles, and also if you'd like support in how to talk to your child's teacher when there's a disconnect between what is expected from school and what is realistically happening in your home, please book a Connect with Kate call. I'd love to talk with you.